Can you drink this for me, dear? That's a fine horse. You gonna teach your girl to ride, Henry?
She's already been on the horse, haven't you?
Yeah.
Your feet?
Riding trousers.
Trousers?
Henry thinks it's not right she ride in a dress, so he put those right there so she'll hurry up and get well.
Well, now, that's a fine idea. We'll keep using hot water with the cloths.
I'm sorry. We're both.
No. It's no offense.
Oh, I assure you, Mrs. Heath, that preparation is never imprudent. In fact, Mrs. Little and I have plots of our own. You know, 6 years ago, my own niece was in a desperate state, much like your precious child. Gratefully, she gets along just fine today, so I think we have great reason for optimism.
This'll be the gown.
Oh, Mrs. Heath.
It was to be a baptismal gown. I've taken it up in the hymn. Not that the gown matters so much, but I'd like to be the one to dress her in it.
Sir, Mrs. Carpenter, she bring the suit for the burial, please.
It's a Prince Albert. He was very fond of it.
Beautiful suit.
Never would have worn it to the saloon, of course.
It's lovely, Mrs. Carpenter.
They're hanging the boy that shot him, you know.
Oh, yes. He's intervened in the back. High horizontal waist seam in the pant. Side bodies.
Would you like the hat placed on the chest, ma'am? Jean-Baptiste, why don't you go and prepare the final resting place?
Of course.
Who is that man?
Oh, that's just Jean-Baptiste. He makes the graves and tends to things for me.
He makes me uncomfortable. I think I should not like him to have anything to do with my husband's burial.
Yes, ma'am. As you wish.
Ja?
You want us to get you some more cold water to drink? Just quit with it. She's burning up. She don't need that. Just give her some more time. Caroline?
You want I will call for the doctor, sir? Sometime the water will help. It helps you to get the air in. The doctor, he will help. The child is beautiful, sir. I am very sorry.
Jean. Mon old Jean. Am I getting paid extra to wash these undergarments?
Plenty extra, dear.
Because you know what? Some of them stink. They stink real bad.
That is why they must be boiled and washed for the deceased.
But you know what else? There's a fire and a sound to some of them, like this one. If you could.
Here we are, dear. I will silence this shirt at once.
Yes. Just tell me. Oh, my word.
Officer Dewey, I would like you to arrest Governor Dawson.
All right, then.
You're being dismissive? You're being dismissive. Don't be dismissive with me.
Mrs. Williams, I can't just walk in and arrest the governor.
Wood? Are you keeping Wood Reynolds in here?
That I am.
On what charge?
Thievery.
Thievery. I would like to see him. Dear boy, is the charge true?
No.
How long are they holding you?
Month. What'd you say about the governor?
Ugh, he's an awful man. He besmirched me.
What happened?
He treated me inappropriately, in a moral sense.
Hear that? He besmirched her.
Maybe he should be the one here instead of us. Teach him a lesson.
You boys give your mouths a rest.
We got a visitor. What did the governor do?
He made an improper advance.
The governor's leaving through Hank Station in 2 days. Maybe you could have a word with the people you know and get us out of here early.
And then what?
Then we would have a word with the governor. down that double and you stay.
Driver!
Got no use for you. Hello, Mr. Governor.
What do you want? We don't have any money.
You might have met his aunt before. Albina Williams. Heard you got pretty frisky, Your Honor. We don't much like that around here.
Step away from him!
Now you and I both know.
I will fire, young man.
You ain't cut out to use that. Well, I figured you wrong.
Put him off!
See, boys? Bet they're in Wyoming by now. What'd I say, Roan? Roan, what'd I say? You said head south. I said head south. Think they'll send Porter Rockwell after us? Porter Rockwell would. We're wanted men.
You beat that man awful hard.
Yes, I did.
Got him like that?
It ain't just Rockwell I'm worried about. Who then? Heath? Scared of him? That man's timid. Fact is, I think I scare him a little. That's so. I swear, Roan, you got the stomach for this?
Now you listen to me carefully, you stupid corn-fed jackass. You ain't gonna get me shot, you hear?
I ain't gonna
Shut
get
up. Think you got Heath all figured? Henry Heath's killed more men down in Texas than you ever cussed. Why do you think he come up here?
Just give me
Stuck a horn in a man's neck, that's why. And you'll be smart, or you'll be in a box. Hear me?
You boys toss out your weapons. Roan, be smart. Now turn around. Not you. Roan, turn around. Now walk towards me till I tell you to stop. Come on now.
He had it coming.
Yeah, we all do. You ain't a judge.
You all right? Oh, it's just the season. Some cottonwoods.
and lose them. We'd make it 5 steps.
All right, you got a knife? Just kneel down there. Come on.
How'd you find us? You got lucky.
Yeah, we got lucky. Follow your smoke signals.
You idiot lot.
Shut you up.
Put your hands down. You boys got any guns back here?
Please don't shoot.
Tell him to stop.
You don't care about me.
We can run him down.
No, with 2 prisoners we can't.
Damn it, boy.
Yep.
By law, we should have buried him yesterday. It's a county regulation.
Where's his family?
No family.
Well, I know the man has one.
Well, they haven't claimed the body, Mr. Heath.
County got burial clothes?
You're looking at them.
Looking at them. Just don't put them in a hole yet.
Heath, I'm George Clausen. You done wrong by my brother.
He took Rockwell's horse. Boy was trying to run.
You buried the man with no clothes on.
Oh, hold on.
When we came to move the body and he was laying there, face down, with no clothes on.
I bought those clothes myself. I bought him a decent suit.
Mr. Baptiste, I assure you, Mr. Clausen, that your brother was buried in a very fine suit, generously provided by Officer Heath.
Well, that wasn't what he was wearing when we dug him up.
Mr. Baptiste! Did you try his house?
Baptiste! We're looking for Jean-Baptiste.
Oh, well, I'm Marlise Baptiste.
Well,
And I'm delighted to meet you.
Well, I'm Officer Heath. This is Mr. Clausen. We're looking for Jean-Baptiste. Does he live here?
Well, I wash and I boil, and if you'll excuse me, I have to fold these trousers, and I'll just excuse me.
She's simple. We're looking for your husband.
Ma'am, we need to question your husband.
Hey!
terre! Écoute wa terre!
You're gonna tell me every grave you robbed, one by one.
Robbed? I never robbed a grave.
The hell you didn't.
Till it be forgot. I never robbed a grave or robbed anything.
You're a liar.
I swear it.
You're gonna tell me, Heath. I'm gonna choke the crap out of you.
Heath,
I swear it.
Maybe you ought to let him go.
I tell you. Did you rob this grave? Did you rob this grave? And this one? Yes. Is that you? Here? No, not that one.
He confessed. Maybe lock him up and get him to a judge.
This one?
It was just from New Orleans.
What about this one? Mr. Heath, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Did you rob this grave?
Oh, no, sir. Not that one. Not that one.
We're certain the wife was not complicit?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Baptiste, educated in Europe. Wife, one child.
There's a child in that place?
Child is passed. When did... You know, I just cannot understand how you can rob the dead for their clothing.
Sir, I am very sorry for my sin.
Sin? Well, I can't speak for God, but I can tell you that the county's not inclined to forgiveness.
County?
County cemetery.
Will he get a lawyer?
Not likely. You got money for a lawyer?
They'll brand him.
Yeah, they use ink now. I'm not a county judge. I have very little say in this matter, yet. Are those clothes you're wearing, are they yours?
Saloon keeper suit. Mr. Carpenter.
I would recommend that you remove that coat and leave that in the hat here. There are people out there you've wronged who would love to see you choked from a tree. Officer Heath, accompany Mr. Baptiste and turn him over to the county, please. I'm afraid things are not going to go well for you, Mr. Baptiste.
Cool. Mrs. Carpenter, we need to confine this man.
He ain't no man.
Now that's enough!
Late.
Yep.
Short on breath? Seems unfair having you row all the way out there to that man with your trouble.
You got something you can do inside.
You're not...
Yeah, I'm not what?
I'm hurt too, Henry.
Yeah, well, sorry I couldn't get God's attention for you.
Don't be clever.
Never been accused of that.
Don't go blaming God.
Why not? He blames me every day of my life.
Are you sure of that?
She's dead. Is that blame enough for you? Maybe you can twist that around till you feel better about it, but I can't.
You think she's dead because of you? Because of something you did?
I shot men. I cut them.
That's all past.
And God put my wrongs on her.
You don't believe that.
Oh, don't I? You never killed a man. There's no forgiveness for that.
You know, I prayed for you to come along, Henry. Before we met. Not that I needed a man so much, but somebody to talk to. Somebody to love me. No one ever came. So I quit praying for it. Instead, I asked God to lead me to the ones that he was trying to love. The ones who believed he didn't love them at all. That's when you came along. You, Henry.
We'll sell that bed. It's like a tomb in there.
You seen him since they chucked him out there?
No.
He is a sight. Probably floating face down in the lake by now. If you want to do right, you tell him to make a break for it. Walk off that south shore. And them Jenkins boys, they'll be waiting. They sit up there most days, watching. Stole the dress off their dead mama. I swear, think if you had some poor sap relative buried in that place, and he'd come along. Water all around him, and he can't drink a drop. But if you want any friends, you'll get that ghoul shot. I have an acquaintance in Kansas if you need a fellow with a disposition. Not that, you ain't got the will, Mr. Heath. I mean, a man would be a fool to test you on a thing. But you be in the law and all. He owes me a favor on account of a bet.
You bet him you couldn't shut up.
Now that ain't decent, Mr. Heath. I know folks.
You need something for that here.
They might see after my wife, perhaps.
Sorry?
My wife. She's troubled. They might see after her.
Idiots.
Henry?
Want a desk?
Not that one. I understand you've seen Baptiste.
I have.
How's he faring?
His ear's gonna fall off. You should have hanged him.
Well, they still might. Shoot him, more likely. Well, I appreciate you taking food to him. You gotta know a lot of folks around here aren't gonna appreciate anybody that gives assistance to that man. They hate him.
Yeah, they got it right.
Yes, they do. They've got a right to hate him.
The man made his own trouble.
I understand they may be bringing Sutter in from Kansas. Beats me why they need a gunman like that to take care of a runt like Baptiste, but I hear he's coming. I got permission to move him.
Move him?
Mm-hmm. Antelope Island to Vermont. Water's deeper out there. I was hoping you might make one more trip out there.
It's a day out and back, Jim. I can't be just... I got other obligations.
It's not easy watching a man die, Henry. Remind me someday to tell you about this letter. Baptiste is in your hands.
Well, I guess you know how to make a fire. Lewis is on this whole island. Don't be careless. You go bothering anything. Cattle, the shed, they're liable to finish you off. You understand what I'm saying? Be within their rights, too. You ought to put some fire to that ear. Got a fever in it? Well, I'd put heat to it to suit yourself.
Sir? If you are not too busy, might you check after my wife, perhaps?
What's her name?
Marlies.
She sure is a sight older than you.
My Marlies.
All right, well, I put heat to that ear. Suit yourself.
Thank you, sir.
I can't figure out why you give me this. Talks about chickens he's raising and windstorm. There's nothing in it.
Your pa and me, we were tracking this boy over in Kentucky. Ran him all the way into Mississippi. We split up around Port Gibson and figured we could pin him down that way. Well, I came up on him first. He was hiding down in a hole. I only turned my back on that boy for a second, and he chucked a goose wing axe at me. Hit me right here. Well, guess I got mad. I shot him. Didn't hit him square, but I got him. He went to cursing me, and I guess that made me madder, so I dragged him out and staked him. Tied him to a tree and left him there, cussing me. Went to find your pa. When we got back there, that boy was dead. The birds, coyotes, had got to him. Your pa didn't say a word to me. He just untied him, dragged him down to a pond, and washed the blood and dirt off of him. The fella had some papers in his hand. It was a letter from his brother, signed Nathan. Oh, there wasn't much in it, just talking about chickens, windstorm. The strange thing is, Henry, that boy couldn't have read that letter. I had his hands tied behind that tree. So he must have reached into a back pocket and fetched it out. All you wanted to do was hold that letter from his brother. Well, that changed the way I thought about things. I just sat on the ground and cried for that boy. Cried for what I'd done to him. Well, you Paul buried him, said some words over him. That day, I took to praying. Back in 31. Is that the only reason you come to see me?
I suppose.
I've already let one man rot, Henry. Can't do it again. We've all got a history. God help us, we do.
So there's one shot down Jimmy Willis, didn't he?
That's what they say.
Well, I don't want Heath getting shot.
So we gotta go out there. Gotta go tonight.
Yeah, just rough him up some. We can't shoot him for staying out there. We just teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Well, I swear. I think of him digging her up, Heber. Leaving her like he did.
He ought to know what he did. We'll head out there and just... He ought to know what he did.
Boys. Look, I know what this man done. You can't go out there and do him harm. You boys drop this thing. You understand me?
Why are you taking him food?
Afternoon, Henry.
Ray, you got any slippery elm or yarrow?
Can I ask what for, Henry?
Now, is that any of your business?
Well, now, you ain't caring for that ghoul in the lake now, are you?
Look, do you have it or don't you?
Oh, no. I don't believe I do.
Ma'am? Marlis, you all right? Mrs. Baptiste? Mrs. Baptiste, I'm Officer Heath. Do you remember me? Hey, don't throw a rock at me.
I'm encountering some very wild noises here.
Man, you gotta stop with this idiot talk. I wanna know who burned your fence and who busted out your window. Folks been bothering you?
Wild noises. And you come and you see what Look. Shh.
I don't hear anything.
Shh. Shh. Listen. Listen. Oh my God. They're gone. They're gone.
Marlis, you got any food?
Oh.
What have you been eating?
Oh.
Look, I brought you a chicken. I'm gonna talk to the city about this and see if I can't get you some food from the church.
I wrote this letter for the Baptists, and could you promise me on your heart that he will receive it? Do you know that song, Summer Breath? Do you know that one?
No.
No? John knew it. He knew it. He knew all the words. And I know all the words. I could sing the whole song with him.
That ain't necessary.
It ain't your business, neither.
What? I done the var. Will better. Sorry, you're very busy. Busy to check after my wife, perhaps.
Oh, I stopped by.
She's is she well?
Didn't say much.
She's shy.
What?
She's shy with people.
I'd say she's touched.
Oh, yes. It's my mind. Sometimes her mind can give her the most. But she is eating, is she?
Seems to be. I didn't see her eat.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Baptiste!
Yeah. I put this on your ear a few times a day. Slippery.
My ear?
Yeah, he's still, yeah, you need to put something on it.
I, water. You're thirsty.
No thanks. I gotta get back.
Yes.
Hey, Guster!
That should do it.
Well, you shouldn't have busted it in the first place.
Yeah, well.
There used to be a horse lived in the house. What happened to that horse? Huh?
Henry? We, got a moment?
I suppose.
There's some folks been complaining a bit.
About what?
The folks are still riled up, Henry. They don't like what you're doing here.
This woman hadn't done anything wrong.
No. Folks was riled up. Just, folks don't like you taking food out to Baptiste. Doing this sort of thing.
And why are you wrecking my house?
We're replacing the fence, Marley.
Well, why?
Because the fence needs fixing.
Well, just leave it be. The Baptiste will be here. He'll do it.
Head up shore, Wace.
Sunday morning, while I was walking by Brisbane waters, I chanced to stray. I heard a prisoner, his face wailing, as on the I am a native of the island. They stole me from my aged parents and from the maiden who I do adore. Who will near die, neatly treated, and many my back from flogging was lacerated and often covered in my crimson gore.
Baptiste! We won't kill you, we just have something to settle. It'll go worse for you if you don't show yourself. You know we'll come back.
Better.
Baptiste!
We ain't gonna find him.
We're gonna come out here every night till we find you! You remember that!
Probably under arrest.
Her name was Ellen Jenkins. She was our mother.
You got that island like a fool.
Yeah.
Did you kill him?
He's beat. Pretty bad. Mr. Heath, there's another thing. That wagon grunt, Josiah, he was talking about bringing a gunman in. Heard he's on his way.
Yeah, well, he can head on back now, can't he?
He's not coming for Baptiste. He's coming for you.
Me?
Folks say they can put Baptiste in the ground if you're not. He's gonna be coming for you, is what I mean.
Baptiste? It's all right, it's me. Wife mate. Needs heat. I'll arrest him.
No. No. I done my sin against their mother.
You stole her clothes.
They think Jean-Baptiste don't know her name. I know her name. Isa Jenkins. You blouse from St. Louis.
I gotta get back.
I'm sorry, sir.
Hell, don't apologize to me.
For the loss of your child. I'm sorry. Your wife, is she... Does the loss afflict her?
You remember that spot up at Duchesne? Lucille? Lucille? That spot with all them aspens?
Place was up by Mirror Lake, wasn't it? Be nice to head back up that way sometime.
I'll be back. I've been expecting you, Sutter. I ain't gunning for your hat next time.
I say you miss.
You got no quarrel with me or with that grave robber. Whacking gun made a sap out of you.
Dang, piece of garbage. Oh! Oh! Oh!
There have been rumors floating about, you know. You been hearing any rumors about things?
Make sure he's got apples in there.
Refill it.
What?
Throw it out and refill it. Throw that out and refill it.
You've been hearing rumors, I bet. There's no truth to that. It's just talk.
Thank you.
Sometimes she thinks she hears sounds.
Was she always like that?
No. She was... I meet Marlies in Port Lincoln, Australia. She was from Carolina, America. We named our child Adeline, but Adeline, she dies.
At birth?
She go with Marlies to take her bath in the bay. And Marlies forget to bring the cloth to clean her, so she live for just one little moment.
I'm sorry.
We never find her. Adeline sleep in a deep sea till Jesus fetch her up again. They worry for a long time about the fish and the shark. And my Adeline in the cold water. But she's not in the body. Marlies, since that time, she heard the sounds. And sometimes she will cry.
God took our child with a fever. I didn't pray or nothing. Never really got the habit. Lucille, she prayed, but suppose I ain't always done like I should. God didn't take much notice. And he took her.
Sir, if I may, sometimes the body get the fever or the child will fall or sink in the water, but Jesus will not kill them, I think.
Hell, he didn't save him either.
But this death is to live again, you see? The soul. She is not in the grave, I think.
You believe that? Soul ain't in the grave?
Just the bones and the claws. I have seen them. But no, the soul is flown like the dove. In the empty tomb, after my Jesus wake up alive, what is left?
You gotta stop with that religion.
Just the clothes folded up. You will not keep them, and why? Because these are the clothes to cover his death, but now he is not dead. He will not have such clothes. I wonder about my Evelyn, and I cry for her. But our precious children, sir, they are alive. I am sorry. I am sometimes a fool and I say too much. You have been a kind man to me, and I done wrong. I am sorry.
Well, you're safe out here now.
Yes, sir. Yeah. The men say they will come back to punish Jean-Baptiste.
I'm saying they won't. So you got no reason to try and leave again.
Oh, I have many reasons to leave, sir. But Jean-Baptiste cannot swim, sir.
Yeah, me neither. It's Henry.
You scared me.
I ought to buy you a new dress sometime.
What's wrong with the ones I got?
Just saying. I've seen what the women wear to church. Pretty fancy.
Well, let them. I just get it all dirty anyway.
Still got that old rolling pin?
Why, are you taking up bacon? It's near the wash basin. Somewhere, I'm not sure.
You might want to take a look at that one.
I'm sorry.
You should have told me.
He robbed her, Lucille. He should have said something.
Why?
Oh, hello.
Good afternoon, Marlis. I'm sorry, but I've got some bad news.
Who's that?
That's Judge Smith.
Hello, Miss Heath. It's lovely to see you.
Marlis.
So you know Lucille, then?
Well, yeah, she brought me food and she helped me clean the mess. We had such a mess, didn't we? It was, whoa.
We bring sad news, Marlis.
It's about John. He went and drowned in the lake.
Oh, his poor parents. Shall I tell the Baptist about this?
The Baptist drowned, Marlis. That's what I'm here to tell you. And, I might have... I'm sorry.
Oh. No, you're blaming yourself, aren't you? You mustn't do that. You mustn't blame yourself, or else you'll...
Ma'am?
We have to give this poor wretch a proper burial. Come on. Here. Where's my damn shirt? Here. Here. We plant them right here. Right there. There. And then we wait. We wait for the sea to give up its dead. I will do the boiling.
Marla's, the grave won't have anyone in it. He won't be there.
Here. Right here.
I'm gonna give him these instead of them prison stripes.
Put it in earth.
They're Marla's, they're new. You can keep them, you can sell them, you can give them to someone. There's an apron in there for you.
Put them in the earth and put dirt on it. Now you speak the words.
Oh, I can't. The judge can speak.
No, no, no. You say the words.
Heavenly Father, Mr. Baptiste went and robbed the dead of their clothes. Well, the county cropped him. We cropped him. We marked him and we left him alone.
No, no. You have to say the grace.
The grace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wish that I'd... I don't got the words.
Yes, you do. You can do it, friend. You can do it. Say it.
Well, here's John Baptiste. Forgive him what he done. What this man said, it eased my way some. Forgive them boys what gave him a beating. The Jenkins boys. They lost their mother, and Baptiste, he done her an insult. He said he didn't give no insult, but he did. Just didn't know it is all. Well, help him, please. Take him in and feed him. Tend to his ear and wash them words off his head and take them stripes off him. Here I am. I can't. Help us to breathe again. Give me breath.